The mind that cannot be controlled. Listen carefully. Most men do not lose because they are weak. They lose because their mind is open. Open to praise, open to fear, open to insult, open to rejection, open to every opinion that walks past them. One word from the wrong person destroys their mood. One failure makes them question their future. One betrayal makes them hate themselves. One moment of silence from someone they desire makes them beg for attention like a starving animal. That is not power. That is slavery wearing human skin. And if you are watching this video, you are not here to be comforted. You are here to be rebuilt. For the next 30 minutes, you are not here to feel motivated. Motivation is cheap. Motivation disappears when your phone is silent, your money is low, your enemies are smiling, and nobody is clapping for you. You are here to rewire your mind. Machiavelli understood something most people are too soft to accept. The world does not reward the purest heart. It rewards the strongest position. It rewards the man who understands timing, silence, control, perception, and fear. Not the man who explains himself. Not the man who cries for fairness. Not the man who expects loyalty from people who cannot even control their own desires. The first rule is simple. Stop letting the world enter your mind without permission. Every reaction you give away becomes a handle, and people will use that handle to move you. If they know what makes you angry, they own your temper. If they know what makes you jealous, they own your attention. If they know what makes you insecure, they own your confidence. If they know what makes you desperate, they own your choices. So from this moment forward, you become harder to read. Not fake, not emotionless, controlled. You smile when they expect anger. You stay silent when they expect explanation. You walk away when they expect begging. You improve when they expect collapse. That is how the mind begins to become dangerous. Comment this phrase right now. My mind is my kingdom. Because before you control money, status, respect, love, enemies, or opportunity, you must control the battlefield inside your skull. A man with an uncontrolled mind is easy to defeat. Give him attention and he becomes addicted. Take it away and he becomes broken. Praise him and he becomes soft. Mock him and he becomes desperate. Reject him and he loses direction. But a man with a locked mind is different. He listens but does not absorb poison. He observes but does not react blindly. He feels but does not obey every emotion. He wants but does not chase like a beggar. That man becomes untouchable, not because nobody can hurt him, but because nobody can command him. And that is where your transformation begins. Kill the old programming. You were not born weak, you were trained to doubt yourself. They taught you to ask for permission before you moved, to explain before you acted, to smile when disrespected, to call fear being realistic, to call obedience being mature, to call silence rudeness, even when silence was the only thing protecting your power. Understand this. Most of your limits are not limits. They are instructions someone planted inside you when you were too young, too trusting, or too wounded to resist. Maybe they told you not to dream too big. Maybe they laughed when you failed. Maybe they compared you to someone else until you started living like a second-class version of yourself. Maybe love was given to you only when you performed, pleased, obeyed, or stayed small. That ends here. A Machiavellian mind does not worship old programming. It studies it, it exposes it, then it cuts it out without mercy. You must ask yourself one brutal question. Who benefits from me staying this version? Because weakness always serves somebody. Your fear makes someone comfortable. Your silence makes someone powerful. Your confusion makes someone necessary. Your low self-worth makes someone feel superior. Your need for approval makes you easy to guide, easy to guilt, easy to control. So you must become dangerous to every false identity they gave you. You are not the insult. You are not the failure. You are not the rejection. You are not the old story. You are the man who finally noticed the cage. Comment this now. I delete the old code. Because the moment you stop defending your weakness, you can start replacing it. New mind, new rules, new standards, new identity. The old you was programmed to survive. The new you is being built to rule. Master the art of emotional distance. The world studies your face before it respects your words. People test you quietly. They watch what breaks your rhythm. They notice what makes you explain, chase, defend, and burn. Then they use it. That is why emotional distance is not coldness, it is command. A weak man feels something and immediately becomes it. He feels anger, so he attacks. He feels desire, so he begs. He feels jealousy, so he competes for crumbs. He feels fear, so he hides behind excuses. His emotions are not signals, they are masters. You must become different. Feel everything. Obey nothing blindly. When someone disrespects you, do not rush to prove your worth. Calmness terrifies people who expected your chaos. When someone withdraws attention, do not panic. Absence reveals who is addicted and who is sovereign. When someone tries to provoke you, do not feed them a reaction. A reaction is payment, and not everyone deserves to be paid. Machiavelli would tell you to never give an enemy free access to your inner weather. Let them guess, let them wonder, let them miscalculate. Your silence should become a locked door. Your eyes should reveal awareness, not desperation. Your words should be few, measured, and expensive. Speak only when your words improve your position. Move only when your movement creates advantage. This is how you stop being predictable. And when you stop being predictable, people lose power over you. Comment this phrase, "My calm is my weapon," because calm is not weakness. Calm is the pause before precision. Calm is the space where fools expose themselves. Calm is the discipline to let others talk long enough to reveal their fear, their envy, their hunger, their plan. You do not need to react to every insult. Some insults are confessions. You do not need to answer every accusation. Some accusations are traps. You do not need to chase every person who pulls away. Some exits are gifts wearing pain. The man who masters emotional distance becomes impossible to drag into childish battles. He saves his energy for building, observing, preparing, and striking with results. From today, your emotions are advisors, not kings. You listen to them, you decode them, you learn from them, but you do not kneel. That is how power begins to settle into your bones, quietly, permanently, until nobody can move you again. Build a mind that cannot be bought. Most people think they have values. They do not. They have prices. Give them attention, and they bend. Give them pleasure, and they forget their promises. Give them comfort, and they abandon their standards. Give them fear, and they sell their soul for temporary safety. This is why the world owns them. A man becomes dangerous when his mind cannot be purchased by cheap rewards. You must know your price, then make it impossible to pay. Do not let lust buy your focus. Do not let praise buy your loyalty. Do not let guilt buy your obedience. Do not let loneliness buy your dignity. Do not let anger buy your discipline. Everything around you is trying to purchase a piece of your mind. The phone wants your attention. Weak people want your energy. Pleasure wants your future. Envy wants your peace. Fear wants your decisions. Approval wants your identity. And if you are not alert, you will wake up one day realizing you traded your entire life for small hits of comfort. Machiavelli understood the value of self-command. The man who can delay pleasure controls the man who cannot. The man who can hide hunger controls the negotiation. The man who can walk away controls the room. So train yourself to want without begging, desire without surrendering, care without becoming controlled. Because neediness is weakness in public. When people see that you can be bought with validation, they will pay you in compliments and own your behavior. When they see you can be bought with affection, they will give you warmth, then withdraw it to make you cruel. When they see you can be bought with anger, they will provoke you and make you look unstable. This is why you must become expensive, not arrogant. expensive. Your time must have a cost. Your attention must have standards. Your loyalty must have conditions. Your presence must have weight. Comment this now. I cannot be bought. Say it like a man burying his old weakness, because the rewired mind does not chase every shiny thing. It studies the offer. It studies the person behind the offer. It asks, what will this cost me later? That one question can save your life. The world will offer you comfort in exchange for ambition, attention in exchange for mystery, pleasure in exchange for discipline, belonging in exchange for truth. Refuse bad trades. Every time you refuse what weakens you, your mind grows sharper. Every time you walk away from a baited hook, your power becomes cleaner. Every time you choose your long-term throne over short-term pleasure, you prove that you are no longer easy prey. He becomes the kind of man who can stand in front of temptation, smile at it, understand it, and still choose himself with absolute control every single time. And once a man cannot be bought, he becomes difficult to control. That is when people stop tempting him and start respecting him. Control the story before it controls you. There is a brutal truth most people learn too late. Reality is not enough. Perception decides how reality is treated. You may be disciplined, loyal, intelligent, and strong, but if the world reads you as desperate, confused, weak, or available to everyone, it will treat you beneath your value. This is not fair. It is human nature. People respond to the story they believe about you before they respond to the truth inside you. Machiavelli knew this. Power is not only what you possess. Power is what others believe you possess. Respect is not only earned through action, it is protected through presentation. A man who cannot manage his image becomes a victim of other people's interpretations. So stop moving through life like your reputation does not matter. It matters. Your silence tells a story. Your clothes tell a story. Your posture tells a story. Your reaction to disrespect tells a story. The people you tolerate tell a story. The way you spend your time tells a story. Even your absence tells a story. The question is, who is writing it? If you do not control your narrative, insecure people will write it for you. Enemies will call your confidence arrogance. Weak friends will call your ambition selfishness. People who lost access to you will call your standards cruelty. Those who benefited from your softness will call your boundaries betrayal. Let them talk, but never let them define you. Your job is not to explain your entire soul to every confused mouth. Your job is to become so consistent that lies about you collapse under the weight of your behavior. Move with order, speak with intention. Disappear when your presence is not valued. Return with results, not excuses. That is how you control the story. Comment this phrase: I write my own legend. Understand something. Mystery is not pretending to be important. Mystery is refusing to make yourself common. The more access people have to your thoughts, emotions, plans, fears, and hunger, the less weight your presence carries. Familiarity without respect creates boredom. Exposure without achievement creates judgment. So reveal less, build more. Do not announce every move. Do not explain every silence. Do not show every wound. Do not tell small minds where you are going before you arrive. Many people do not need to understand your plan. They need to witness your transformation. A dangerous man does not beg to be seen. He becomes impossible to ignore. Control the story with discipline. Let your life look intentional. Let your words match your actions. Let your standards remain visible. Let your circle stay clean. Let your progress speak in a language even your enemies understand. And when people misunderstand you, do not panic. Sometimes being misunderstood is the price of becoming uncommon. The crowd loves what it can predict. It hates what it cannot control. So when you evolve, expect resistance. When you grow quiet, expect suspicion. When you stop explaining, expect accusations. When you stop chasing, expect people to call you cold. Good. Let them feel the difference. The old you was available for every opinion. The new you is not. The old you needed approval to move. The new you moves with or without applause. Your mind is being rewired from reactive to strategic, from exposed to guarded, from explainable to undeniable. From this point forward, let every step suggest strength, patience, ambition, and the quiet certainty of a man becoming inevitable today. Control your story, or the world will shrink you into one of its rumors. Make silence your strategic advantage. Silence is not empty. Silence is control with its mouth closed. Most people talk because they are afraid to be misunderstood. They explain because they need approval. They reveal because they confuse attention with importance. They speak too early, too often, and too honestly to people who have not earned the truth. That is why they lose. A loose mouth turns a strong man into an easy target. When you tell everyone your plans, you invite their fear into your future. When you reveal every emotion, you hand strangers a map of your weak spots. When you argue with every critic, you prove that your throne can be shaken by noise. Machiavelli would never waste his mind defending himself before fools. He understood that words are tools, not toys. Every sentence should serve a purpose. Every answer should protect your position. Every pause should make the other person wonder what you noticed and chose not to say. This is the discipline you must build. Speak less than your ego wants. Reveal less than your excitement demands. React less than your anger begs. A man who talks too much becomes common. A man who explains too much becomes cheap. A man who threatens too much becomes unbelievable. Real power does not announce itself every 5 minutes. It sits still, watches, measures, and moves only when movement matters. Silence gives you time to see. You see who interrupts. You see who lies. You see who panics. You see who envies. You see who is performing loyalty and who actually stands steady when there is nothing to gain. Most people expose themselves when you stop feeding the conversation. Let them. Let the insecure overtalk. Let the jealous question your confidence. Let the manipulator reveal frustration when you refuse to react. Let the fake friend become uncomfortable when you no longer overshare. Your silence is a mirror, and weak people hate mirrors. Comment this phrase now: my silence builds my power. Because the man who can remain silent when he wants to speak has already defeated one of the strongest enemies in his life: impulse. Do not mistake this for passivity. Silence is not hiding. Silence is choosing the right moment to make your words heavier. When you finally speak, your voice should carry the weight of someone who has been thinking, not begging. Your words should be clean, direct, and impossible to twist. This is how you become respected in rooms full of noise. You stop performing, you stop proving, you stop giving free access to your inner world. And slowly, people begin to feel that you are not ordinary. They cannot read every thought. They cannot predict every reaction. They cannot pull your strings through anger, curiosity, praise, or guilt. You become a closed book with sharp pages. Some people will call you distant. Let them. Some will call you arrogant. Let them. Some will say you changed. Let them be correct. You did change. You stopped using your mouth as a wound. You stopped talking to be accepted. You stopped revealing your dreams to people committed to staying asleep. Now you speak like a strategist. You listen like a hunter. You watch the room before you enter the game. You let people show their hands while yours stays guarded. And understand this final lesson: silence creates hunger. When you are always available, people consume you casually. When your words are rare, they become valuable. When your presence is selective, it gains weight. When your reactions are controlled, your respect increases. The world is drowning in noise. Be the man who does not need to shout. Be the man whose calm makes louder men look childish. Be the man whose silence makes liars nervous. Be the man who keeps building while others keep explaining why they cannot. Your next level does not require louder promises. It requires quieter execution, because power grows best in quiet places, where no weak voice can poison the hidden roots of your becoming anymore. From today, Let your silence protect your plans. Expose your enemies, sharpen your focus, and make your presence powerful without begging anyone to understand you. Turn discipline into identity. Discipline is not something you do when life feels easy. Discipline is who you become when comfort tries to seduce you. Most men are not defeated by enemies, they are defeated by small permissions. One more scroll, one more excuse, one more lazy morning, one more emotional message, one more day pretending they will start tomorrow. That is how a man loses his kingdom. Not in one dramatic collapse, but through quiet surrender. Machiavelli would understand this clearly. The ruler who cannot govern himself will eventually be governed by someone sharper. If you cannot command your body, your desires, your mouth, your habits, and your attention, then do not complain when the world commands your destiny. You must become your own ruthless authority, not cruel to yourself, clear with yourself. There is a difference. Cruelty says, I am worthless. Discipline says, I am responsible. Cruelty destroys the man. Discipline builds the weapon. Every morning, you are voting for an identity. When you rise with purpose, you vote for power. When you delay what weakens you, you vote for control. When you train your body, protect your focus, guard your money, and keep your word, you vote for the man nobody can easily break. Your life is not shaped by what you want. It is shaped by what you repeatedly obey. If you obey laziness, you become soft. If you obey fear, you become small. If you obey lust, you become distracted. If you obey anger, you become predictable. If you obey discipline, you become dangerous. Comment this now. Discipline is my throne. Because a disciplined man does not need to be watched. He does not need constant motivation. He does not need people clapping in the background to do what must be done. He moves because his standards demand movement. This is where real masculinity begins. Not in noise, not in showing off, not in threatening people. Real strength is the ability to do the right thing while your emotions beg for the easy thing, to remain loyal to your mission while temptation smiles at you, to stay calm while disrespect tests you, to work while others sleep, to plan while others panic, to keep building while your old life calls you back. The world respects consistency because consistency is rare. Anybody can feel powerful for one day. Anybody can talk like a king for one night. Anybody can make promises when the mood is high. But the man who returns every day, quiet and focused, becomes terrifying over time. He does not explode. He accumulates, skill by skill, dollar by dollar, lesson by lesson, scar by scar. The disciplined man becomes heavy with proof. And proof is stronger than hype. So stop asking how to feel ready. Readiness is a trap. You become ready by moving before your feelings agree. You build confidence by keeping promises to yourself in private. You build self-respect by doing what you said you would do when nobody would know if you failed. That private victory changes your face. People feel it before you explain it. Your posture changes. Your voice settles. Your eyes stop begging. Your decisions become cleaner. Your tolerance for nonsense disappears. Because discipline removes the parts of you that were easy to manipulate. A distracted man can be bought. A hungry man can be baited. A lazy man can be replaced. An emotional man can be controlled. But a disciplined man is hard to move because he already belongs to something stronger than pleasure. He belongs to his mission. From this day forward, do not negotiate with the version of you that ruins everything. Do not debate with weakness like it deserves equal respect. Hear it, recognize it, and still choose the standard. That is power. That is rewiring. That is how you stop being a man of moods and become a man of law, your code, your throne. And when the world sees that you no longer betray yourself for comfort, it will understand the message without needing a speech. This man is not drifting. This man is not available for defeat. This man has chosen himself completely, forever, with force. Read people without losing yourself. If you want power, stop judging people by their promises. Watch their patterns. A person can lie with words, charm with smiles, cry with perfect timing, and still reveal the truth through repetition. The body leaks, the eyes shift, the tone changes, the energy exposes what the mouth tries to hide. Machiavelli would tell you this: never give your trust to a performance. Give it to evidence. Most men get destroyed because they want to believe too quickly. They meet someone attractive and their standards disappear. They hear sweet words and their suspicion goes blind. They receive a little respect and they hand over private information, loyalty, money, time, and emotional access. That is not kindness. That is poor security. Your heart may be generous, but your mind must be guarded. Study people slowly. Watch how they treat those who cannot help them. Watch how they speak about people who are not in the room. Watch what happens when you tell them no. Watch their face when you win. Watch their energy when you stop being useful. The truth lives there. Do not be fooled by intensity. Some people rush closeness because they want access before you become alert. They call it connection. They call it chemistry. They call it destiny. But sometimes it is simply hunger looking for a door. Move slowly. A controlled man does not confuse fast attention with real loyalty. He does not mistake compliments for respect. He does not mistake jealousy for love. He does not mistake someone needing him for someone valuing him. Comment this phrase: I trust patterns, not promises. Because once your mind is rewired, you stop being impressed by words that are not backed by behavior. You become a quiet examiner of character, not paranoid, precise. You give people room to show themselves. You do not announce every test. You do not warn every liar. You do not expose every snake immediately. Sometimes the wisest move is to let them believe you have not noticed. Let them continue. Let them reveal the full map of their intentions. Your restraint becomes intelligence. Your silence becomes surveillance. Your patience becomes protection. This is cold power psychology. People tell you who they are long before the damage is complete, but only if your ego is quiet enough to listen. The desperate man ignores red flags because he fears being alone. The proud man ignores red flags because he hates admitting he was fooled. The addicted man ignores red flags because the pleasure feels stronger than the warning. But the disciplined man steps back. He observes the contradiction. He studies the shift. He accepts the truth early before it becomes a wound. That is how you save months, years, sometimes your entire future. Do not hate people for revealing their nature. Thank reality for showing you the evidence. Then adjust your access. Some people deserve distance, not revenge. Some people deserve silence, not explanation. Some people deserve politeness, not closeness. Some people deserve nothing except the privilege of watching you leave. This is how a powerful man protects his kingdom. He does not let everyone sit at his table. He does not let every voice influence his decisions. He does not let every emotional story override his judgment. Compassion without boundaries becomes self-betrayal. Remember that. You can understand people without surrendering to them. You can forgive without reopening the gate. You can respect someone's pain without letting their chaos become your responsibility. Your mind must become a fortress with windows. You see everything, but not everything gets inside. From today forward, stop asking only, do I like them? Ask, are they safe for my future? Ask, do their actions match their image? Ask, do they bring clarity or confusion? Ask, do I become stronger or weaker around them? These questions will rewire your loyalty, and once your loyalty becomes selective, your life becomes cleaner. Fewer parasites, fewer betrayals, fewer distractions, more peace, more power, more room to build the man you were always meant to become. And in that space, your focus returns, your instincts sharpen, and your throne becomes impossible for weak hands to touch again.